I was surprised to learn a number of years ago that one of our private schools had Hanukkah listed among the days on which teachers should not give major exams. They also had Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and the first day of Passover listed, which is really nice. But I explained that Hanukkah really doesn't require such a rule. It's a minor holiday. And if they were going to add days, the last day of Passover and the first and last days of Sukkot would make much more sense. After all, those are the days that are called Yamim Tovim, festival days. Those are the days listed in the Torah along with Shabbat on which no work is to be done. All the other days are called Chol, mundane or ordinary, normal. And they include the middle days of Passover and Sukkot along with Purim and Hanukkah. On these days, there is no prohibition against work. The commandments are all positive ones, things that we should do, rather than things that we should refrain from doing, other than not eating bread on Passover, of course. Now, I love being friends with so many rabbis, cantors, educators, and other professional Jews on Facebook, because I get to see so many great conversations between some really great minds. Recently, a friend of mine asked his hive mind why we felt people find it so important to remind people that Hanukkah is a minor holiday. Why does everyone do what I did? After all, Hanukkah has a mitzvah, the commandment to light the candles. It has an amazing story, a small Jewish army overcoming a much larger one to defeat that oppressive force that tried to take our freedom to practice our religion away. And it has meaningful family traditions and great food connected to it. For so many of us, Hanukkah is a time that we look forward to, and it gives us amazing memories of times shared with family and friends. So why put so much emphasis on its being minor? A common opinion among my friends' friends was that we just experienced Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and perhaps we wish that these would be seen by more of our world as important. It's nice that the world wishes us a happy Hanukkah, but wouldn't a Shana Tovah have been nice as well? We shouldn't compare Hanukkah to Christmas, one of the two most important days on the calendar for Christians. But if Hanukkah is becoming a nice reminder of society's desire to include us, our high holy days and the challenges that come with observing them are often a reminder of the extreme minority that we still represent. So that one made sense. But there was another teaching that I had never learned before that was shared, and it helped me to understand Hanukkah in a new way. So I wanted to share it with you all as well. This teaching plays on that word chol, ordinary, mundane, those non-festival days of the year. And the gist is that Shabbat and the festivals are supposed to be hard. Those are the times when we try to aspire to reach the holy, when we become Bikur Kodashim, visitors to God's holy space. But Hanukkah and Purim, these are times in which God becomes Bikur Cholim, a visitor to that chol, to the mundane of our daily lives. This further differentiates Shabbat and the festivals from these minor holidays, but it does so in a really beautiful way. On Shabbat and the festivals, we are supposed to change our lives. But those minor holidays give us a special opportunity to see the holy that is in our normal lives. These are not times to not have tests or to stay home from work, but rather the opposite is true. These are the times to live our lives as normal and to welcome that holy in. This is even more fitting for Hanukkah in today's world, as so many of our friends, co-workers, and neighbors take an interest in our traditions at this time of year. But this teaching has even more meaning this year, because the term Bikur Cholim was used intentionally in this teaching as a pun. Because when Cholim in the Hebrew is spelled differently, with a chet rather than a chaf, it means the sick. And Bikur Cholim is a very common term, understood as the mitzvah of visiting the sick, viewed as one of the most important mitzvot, the most important obligations we have in our Judaism. While, of course, we have prayers for the sick as well, it's the act of visiting that's emphasized. And it's said that one visit alleviates 1/60th of any suffering that someone might be experiencing. So this year, we pray that Hanukkah may bring joy to those who are in extra need, that light will shine in those homes that are feeling extra dark, and that any suffering that someone is experiencing may be relieved at least a little bit. We pray that the mundane will be made to feel holy. And as we say in the prayers of our Hanukkah candle lighting, we pray that the miracles of the days of yore will be felt in our day as well. We all need a little light, and we could all use a miracle or two. So may this Hanukkah be a major step forward toward a place of healing for all of us. I hope that we get to celebrate with you this Hanukkah, and I look forward to seeing you all at our Zoom candle lightings, our special Hanukkah challah in the home Zoom Shabbat dinner, our Hanukkah drive-through Saturday morning where we'll get a chance to see you in person, and our miraculously magical Hanukkah celebration Sunday evening, where thanks to brotherhood and sisterhood support, we'll be joined by one of the country's top magicians for an evening no one will forget. Those are just a few of the things going on this week, and all of the information is at zedek.org/Hanukkah. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to celebrating with you all. So on behalf of my family, along with the staff, clergy, and lay leaders of Congregation Schaarai Zedek, I wish you all a Chag Urim Sameach, a happy Hanukkah.